Heroes of all culture, the heroes of the mighty Scotland, the smartest man in all the land, the best looking man in history. Call on for Derek Fingers, Talk Scotland, the greatest podcast ever. Talk Scotland will change your life. Focus Scotland.
Ladies
That was a
and
very boring conversation, wasn't it? We're just speaking about bins.
We just talked
Have
about.
we reached
No,
that
I've got a
point?
thing. No, I've got something to talk about.
Have
Bins.
we reached this point now?
We're at that age where
My mum and
bins
dad
matter.
spend their whole life going to the tip, going to
I lo-
Dobies. Oh,
Right,
don't you
My
say it.
girlfriend. Now listen,
Don't you say it.
I said
Do you like Dobies?
I got not Dobies. I've
No.
never been in.
No.
but
why?
I will.
You've had Dobies energy.
But I don't. I've never been in.
Funny that.
So I.
You've never molested a child, but you have
Got-
look like a mum.
I've got to
Oh.
go to the tip. And my
With?
my
With?
girlfriend
How
goes
much?
like this.
Oh.
She goes, "Are you going to the tip today?
Oh, gee.
Can I come along? It's
Oh.
like a day out for us. We'll love it."
I think her scheme.
Mhm.
Can she drive?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
she'd walk back. It's worth
Should
it.
walk back.
Just to, while you are putting stuff, she goes, "Oh no, just lean in a little bit for a wee bit further." Just tips your
Not
legs.
easy to get out of them.
No.
So,
Hmm.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And before we begin, there's a message that I haven't told you yet that from Khalid, which is a nice message. So I'll let you know after it. So just to let Khalid know that I'll pass it on. and
He's a
you-
nice guy.
right.
One of
And
the few nice
The
people.
message is so nice
Oh,
that just to let him know he's got two people very much on side with him. But not just that, he gets the show. And I've often
he
said,
does get it.
poor Claudia has to put up with a lot. I
No,
say it
oh.
basically when I wake up in the morning, I go, God, that poor Claudia.
Poor
Where now
Claudia.
I'm thinking,
You wake up thinking about his missus.
yeah, I think I just feel pity for her.
First
But
thing
now
you think about.
I think Claudia made a good choice. So it's just to let Khaled know, I'll
That's
pass it on. He's just came in and we've just started the show instantly. But you'll get
I
the message.
always, a lot's been going on just now. I always thought it was going to be
Yes.
that fucking meerkat that was going to get cancelled.
What's
and it-
happened?
It's Gino Camperio.
Who's that?
Oh,
Right, you've got to explain this to me.
Go compare. Can a fat guy?
You sent me a picture. Is
Yeah.
this what it was in reference to?
He's a pervert.
Right, can I just stop before we continue with this? I want to hear about it. You send me pictures constantly.
Not constantly.
Constantly.
Spasmodically.
That is a good word
Yeah.
for it.
Uh-huh.
And there is no context.
No, it's not.
And
is
you
it?
just assume that I know what you just send me pictures
That's not the point.
of Miss Piggy with big tits. and stu-
Hold on a minute. It,
I-
it was Jar Jar Binks.
That was the most recent
Oh,
one.
you've not forgotten Miss Piggy, I notice.
It's stuck in my mind.
Of all those pictures I've sent you, the one you keep going back to is the Miss Piggy one.
I showed everyone the one of Brian Brown
Mhm.
and Mimi Rogers,
Is
and
it?
nobody notices his face
It's a face. It
because she
wasn't
has
me-
tremendous tits.
Mimi Rogers,
But-
those tits almost turned Tom Cruise straight. Almost.
I can understand why.
Massive tits. I didn't think of Mimi having such Mimis.
Wonderful.
I like to call them
But his face.
Mimi's moo-moos.
Let's not do that.
But Brian Brown's face.
His face. Ugh.
Brian
Why
Brown.
was he doing that?
Brian Brown always looked Brian Brown, middle-aged Brian Brown.
Always, even when he was 25.
What's a horrible film is his biggest hit was Cocktail. It's a terrible rapey bastard film.
His biggest? No. FX.
No,
and
no.
FX2.
FX, no, but it was Cocktail that allowed.
Yes, FX to exist.
FX had Brian Denny,
Didn't he?
who I love. He's wasted on that FX shit. It's
Yeah, he's
terrible.
hardly in it. He's hardly
It's
in it.
those films are terrible.
I love them.
Brian Brown, he had that. Did we get any young Australians
No,
in the
that's a
eighties?
good
All
point.
this, all the breakout stars from Australia were middle. It was fucking
They were big in the
Crocodile
70s.
Dundee and Brian Brown.
They were all good.
So back to Gino Campero.
Yes.
So go compare
Yes.
his moustache.
I understand.
He
now.
was some Welshman, a Welshman that sings. Not the rarest thing you've ever seen in life.
Okay.
Eh?
Got it. I understand. I know
So
where
they
you're
pick him out. They do the Italian thing, and he's an advert guy,
Yeah.
and he's happily making.
He's been
'Cause
doing it for a long time.
All actors say the adverts is good money.
Yep.
There's a particular black man who's on adverts, and he's my favourite guy on adverts. And he's a black guy with a beard,
Oh,
and he
sure.
does loads of adverts. Insurance adverts.
And he's just
There's one with
always
a
about
laser seal. He's Mr. Reliable, and I love him. Anyway,
trustworthy face
yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah,
Got
trustworthy.
You.
There's
Got
somebody's put him in specs. Anyway,
Understood.
Gino Campero, he's doing this, and he's been doing it for 20 years.
Okay.
And recently, he's managed to. He's a singer, so he's managed to, like I say, a Welshman that sings. He's been doing a few concerts, so he gets. He's raised his status to maybe a C level celeb,
It's
maybe
quite
a
high.
strong D.
Okay.
He's on the dance show,
The dance show.
Strictly.
Okay.
They've got him on that,
Right.
and it's so
right.
BBC. So it's also you're not allowed to be competitive. You've got to be everybody's humble. Everybody's got to be humble.
Oh, and they've got to support each other.
Support
and-
each other.
Oh, fuck
The
off.
dancers are essentially prostitutes, but they have got to be humble. And the whole notion that and you can learn to dance in a fortnight without any stress.
Okay.
So the dancers, who most of them have learned to dance in some fucking factory in the Ukraine,
Right. Yeah.
are trying to teach some fat fucking weatherman how to dance. And the
Mhm.
minute they say to them, fucking pick up your pace a little bit, they go, "You're bullying me."
Okay.
So there's been a lot of stuff going on with what was it? Some of the more hot-blooded Latinate dancers have been getting accused of being a bit rough on the ladies. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Okay.
Anyway, it's a whole fucking thing. So Gino Campero's there. He's on the TV and he does a bit where his greasy Welsh hand comes round the front of this young nubile dancer
Oh.
and he's just feeling her, trying to go for her cervix.
Oh.
And she slaps the hand away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is on live television.
Oh dear.
He's pulling that move. So you imagine what he's like in a pub in Cardiff on a Saturday
Yeah,
night.
I could only
Like
imagine.
broad guy. Anyway,
Okay.
so the
Chubby hands.
chubby hands. So the whole thing has been accused of perviness and
Yeah.
sexual shit. So this is, it doesn't look good for the brand.
Mm-hmm.
So they laughed it off, and the dancer had to come out and go, "I was under no way molested by the fat Welshman.
Was I
It was
gonna?
all,
Yeah.
it was all a bit. It was all a little private joke, a bit of banter between the two of us." So he dodged that one.
Okay.
So he gets to go on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
For the year, there's always Strictly if you need it. So they're travelling. I don't know if they come to Dundee because there's no sprung floors here, but they go about.
They tour it.
They tour it.
That's
It's
unbelievable.
not the top stars because they have better things to do. But the guys like Gio Campero, they're happy
Got
to
nothing
travel
else to do.
Nothing
Yeah.
else to do.
Guys.
How long does it take to film an advert?
That's fair enough.
So they're on there. They're doing the lineup for the tour, and they've all got the glam on, and they're doing this. And he makes a joke about spit roasting.
Okay.
And you see the other dancers who'll have seen terrible things.
Being a dancer.
A dancer.
You must.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, the dancers in my favourite ever film.
What's that?
You know my favourite film?
Dirty Dancing.
Yes. They're kind of, it's terrible. Anyway, and you can see
They
all
have
the other-
stories, is what
you
you're
can see
saying.
all the other dancers going, for fuck's sake. So he's done what I like to call a Wallace. He's claimed he stepped aside from show business
Okay.
to work on his mental health. He's not the victim here.
What?
He's not the victim here. And I'm starting to think, are middle-aged men, it's kind of how they say the white middle-aged man just runs everything.
Okay, yeah.
How the fuck's that happened? Because we're fucking useless.
Well, how's it happened and I'm not doing it?
No, but he gets this chance.
I'm
He's just
white,
this Welshman from the
middle-aged.
valleys. Late in life,
Yeah.
they've put a comic Italian persona on him, and he's had a chance, and he just sabotages it by going on about spit roasting in front of Abdi. What is it? It's. I remember Jim Davidson used to do stuff. Jim Davidson was Saturday Night Staple.
Yeah.
And he's a cunt. I hate Jim Davidson. He's
I
one of the
understand.
worst people that's ever lived. He was never
Following
funny.
it.
He's shit.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime he's rarely on television now, he's a YouTube character now. But the latter times when he was on telly, he'd be doing the old shtick and he'd look out to the camera like, "You fucking woke." But can the people in the studio
I'm
woke?
communicating with the people who understand and
And I
agree
think
with me.
that's what Gino Campero is. These men don't realise
The thing is,
world.
We all make awful jokes and we all make like inappropriate
Of
jokes.
course.
But it's with people that
We
you've
delete
got
half
to
of
know,
this shit.
yeah, that you've known for a long time.
Yeah. It's like taking
You
your
don't just
Can
go in
I-
a room of people.
when you're comfortable with people, you can take your shoes off.
It's the
you know
same
what I mean?
thing. I wouldn't take mine
No,
off.
neither would I. Wouldn't let you.
No.
But yeah, he's just fucked himself. But it's the way he plays the victim card. Just really, I don't like this. Oh, my mental health. So I'm the victim.
yeah.
What are you talking about? Just if he'd said, "God, that joke was tasteless, wasn't it?" I am such a cock.
Giselle was a stupid
I am
fucking
stupid
thing.
thinking about this.
Just saying, I'm not even. It's like
It's
I'm
not even-
standing in a pub with people. That was
Yeah,
just inappropriate.
and that was crap.
and I've got nothing
And
to
I would
say
have said,
apart from
well,
sorry.
fair play.
What a-
Everybody's
that was
we're all
dickish.
idiots, but to go on my mental health.
Oh, go your mental health because
Wait,
you made
what
a
were
joke.
What were you So you're in a crowd of people
Mhm.
and you're thinking about spit roasts.
You see, here's the thing: people say dancing's very sexual in your,
No.
and you get all. If I was with some beautiful women
Would you?
and they've all got the shiny boobs and I'm dancing, I'd be so under stress.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, people are going to be watching me do this.
Well, that's what I've always thought.
I don't
about
care what tits
adventure
are about.
films. Kind of like Indiana Jones, always getting his hole. I'd be tired running about in that.
Tired,
But
scared.
you're-
I saw a spider
last-
earlier. I'm still shaking.
We go around would be in his shell.
I'm not going anywhere.
You know what I mean?
No, I've often thought about this where they go, when you're holding someone, it gets very sexual. You're dancing on film.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Tits don't save you from that.
You know the thing you were telling me about the thing?
The thing about the thing.
The thing with the actress and the actor in the film, and he was placing his cock on people's shoulders. The guy from the thing, Blake Lively, and the guy
Yes,
from the
yes,
thing.
yes.
He's opened another salvo.
Oh,
There's been
it's not looking good for Blake Lively, to be honest.
what's happened now? Is it swung the other way?
Well, she was saying there was things said in a phone call, and he said this and he said that. So he had the phone call and released it.
Why's he been taping that?
I don't know.
Yeah, and he's like that.
I've never taped a phone call in my life.
I tape all your phone calls.
Oh, God.
I'm hoping they'll be kind of
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's like the calls are disgusting because he's like, I'd just like to thank you for just being so amazing today. The things you offered me, and she's like that. Yeah, I'd like to. It's just like
It's
is that
weird.
how
It's
these
not like
people
humans
speak?
Yeah,
No.
talking to each other.
Mhm.
Right, here's the thing. No offense to anyone, but I've
Oh.
come up with a film, right? And I'm making the film. And you are a paid actor to
Oh,
come in.
this is a okay.
Just imagine.
Okay.
And you're a paid actor and you come in,
So
you go,
you are the pervert, and Blake Lively.
I'm producing it, essentially paying for it,
Right.
wrote it, directed it, sang the theme tune. I'm doing everything.
Okay.
And you come in and go, I think I'm going to change the character. I'd go, listen here, hen.
Uh-huh.
See that place there? That's your place.
Mm.
And you don't leave your place,
Yeah.
or I'll fucking knife you.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, that's inappropriate.
Okay. Do you think they're all been cunts?
I just think they're
And
all
they've been
awful
firing
people.
a game. They've been
yeah.
playing a game with each other.
They're
yeah.
all awful people. And this
Yeah.
is what, when awful people get together and now they've got a problem, instead of hashing it out and talking about it, it's a $400 million lawsuit.
You know who does?
Fuck's sake.
You know what this is all down to? Peter Bogdanovich.
What's he done?
It's him. Everything.
Everything.
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
Peter Bogdanovich basically invented the kind of auteur theory. Up until that point,
Okay.
a film was a collaboration between everyone. The woman that fucking poured
Neil
the tea,
Breen.
the man that did
Yeah.
the special effects, the director, they're all equal. But then they said, oh, it's the director. It's their vision. It's their thing. Think about Glenn Miller. Back in the day,
Okay.
big bands and everybody, and the band guy was in charge. And then Sinatra came through that. And then these stars,
Mm-hmm.
they've started to believe their own hype. An actor thinks, I'm the most important thing in this film. They're not.
No, they're not. They're just part of it.
In modern filmmaking, they're like the last important thing.
It's like when you say, but
Gollum in
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is far more important than that fat cunt from Goonies.
Mhm.
When you think back on it, you don't think the fat cunt from Goonies. You think Gollum, don't you?
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. But it's like when
Egos.
I'll say things like, but you always have to remember the fundamentals at the
Yeah.
bottom of a company or
Yeah.
a film or anything, the cleaners.
Yeah.
And people say,
Oh.
you're just being a bit.
No, it's a guy.
And you're like, no, if they don't clean the place up to a standard
more
daily,
important. Yeah.
you don't open.
Yeah.
Then if you don't
Yeah.
go to that, everything has a knock-on
Yeah,
effect.
yeah, yeah.
So you have to
Francis
understand
Ford
that-
Coppola, him going about groping young women, that's
Oh,
of
God.
less import than the women handing out the macaroni and cheese.
I would say,
Yeah.
I don't know
Is
how to
Mark
follow that.
starting an auteur?
I don't know, but I've seen
Can
him
you
topless and I'm still
imagine
traumatized.
Mark Sturton's casting couch.
Oh my
I
god!
bet it's a piece of that plastic lawn furniture.
And the thing is, it's him getting abused.
Spit in my face. Yeah.
Oh.
This scene's not in the script. Hitting you, tying up your ghoulies and hitting them with a hammer.
No, but this is what gets the character out.
Yeah.
So,
Aye.
messages. We'll do.
Right.
I want to do a couple of things first, actually.
Move your cup.
In my street,
The jobby
bins.
thing.
Oh, the jobby thing that all been spray painted around.
You know the scene in E.T.
Yeah,
when E.T.'s following the M&Ms?
yeah.
I had a similar experience coming down here today.
Following shit.
Goggles.
Oh, I can't look at them. I can't look at them.
There was a goggle on Rankin Street, and every 10 steps there was a goggle.
I can't look at it.
And as I got closer to here, they got yellower.
I wouldn't.
It's like they were really getting under it.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I can't look at it,
But-
especially when they're streaky.
Should a goggle be about a quart?
Oh,
Should it be a quart of goggle?
there's a lot of
And you know-
rattly lungs here.
What came with our light? You know, you see a
Gosh.
jellyfish on the beach,
Oh, dinner.
and it's still holding it. It's still
Yeah.
integrated. It's still there. They weren't spreading out. They were kind of. They were.
That makes me sick.
You
as
know
fuck
when
I
you
see
open
them.
a Princess Ham.
Yes.
You know the jelly in it.
Uh-huh. You're a dirty bastard. So
There was
bins.
dogs licking at it.
a lot of bins are
A
going
lot of
away.
nicotine in that.
I got up with all my recycling the other day.
What kind of recycling?
All the plastics and
Okay.
paper. Bin's not there.
Do you have a giant bin? You
Yeah.
don't have a. Okay.
It's gone.
You have to set the scene
And I
properly.
thought, have they taken this bin away now? It's like, what is going? They're taking all the bins away.
Mhm.
So I get in the car and I'm driving down to work.
Somebody's got a bin on the move.
A guy's walking it down the road. He just stole it. He just stole it. He just took the fucking bin.
Do you know?
But
No.
when I got home, someone had brought it back again. But he was just
Dundee's
walking
lost.
He was walking
Dundee's
down the road
lost.
with a bin, and I almost shouted, "I need that!" But I need to get
It's
to
very
work.
Russian.
He's just walking.
You know Duddup Park,
yes,
the bin's there,
Yes,
which is a mess. You wouldn't believe the mess. But I used to take my recycling there.
yeah.
And
It's
there's
bad.
a lady walking down Constitution Road dressed with FMB's, hot pants and a boob tube, dragging 2 wheelie bins. She took her whole wheelie bin down at Duddup, emptied it, and then took her wheelie bins right up back up
It's
Constitution.
too much effort. It's
She
ridiculous.
got dolled up.
Yeah, it seems like she was going
She was
roller skating.
60.
I could imagine. Then on top of that, I have the indignity of being given a gift.
Oh, what?
I'm not going to say her name, but Suzanne, come in. And she said, I've got a big box of incense we can't use. Do you like some? So me and Susan shared it. Lovely. She goes, but I've got something else for you. Thought of you and brought a gift for me.
Is it anal based?
Could be. She brought in a very phallic shaped lava lamp. And I went, oh, that's lovely. A lava lamp. She goes, it's like an old one. And right. So I took it home and I put it on. 4 hours later, I could only describe it as a cum-filled bathwater
Oh, did it
spinning.
just?
I couldn't even look at it. It was so bad. It itself gagged.
Was there no lamp?
We were at-
Lumps.
It was just like cloudy cum streaks.
Oh.
And then we're in the other room, and I hear clunk, clunk, and I went, "Oh, the cat's been sick." Cat's there.
It was regurgitating.
It was.
A lava
It was
lamp.
gagging,
Oh,
and we're like, couldn't be. So we both get closer to it.
hold on. There's
I'm
just
like-
a light in it. How's that functioning? There's no a spinning thing. It's not like a blender.
It's the heat. It goes
Yeah.
cool, not right, but it was building within the hardened wax.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going like that. Get closer. That was weird. Get closer. And it goes like a Gluck Gluck 3000.
Oh, that seems-
It sounds like it's given a blowjob.
oh,
And it won't stop.
no.
It's a lovely light,
Uh-huh.
but you can't look at it because it's like vomit in a jar.
But is
and
it
it gags.
broken? It's not working.
It's just not working because apparently lava lamps go off.
No, but you can take them. Remember, I used to take your Soda Stream canisters.
Yeah.
There was always a Soda Stream guy next to it. There's a lava lamp refiller.
Well, not anymore.
No, it's still there.
Where?
Eh?
A lava lamp place.
Lockheed High Street is a lava lamp place.
A lava lamp place.
Lava lamps. Larry's lava lamp.
Lava.
Have you never been to Larry's lava lamp?
It's
You
funny.
get 6 years with the lava
I lived
lamp.
there all my life and never saw it. That's
Never been
really
to
fun.
Larry's lava lamp.
Never seen it.
Well, that's it.
Very strange.
Thing is, he's not on Google or that,
Old school.
and it's all word of mouth.
Well, I've got a lava lamp that in the kitchen because I go in there and
Your lava lamps in the kitchen.
and the lava lamp. Well, I was wanting to get a lamp. I'm getting it under.
You
cup-
work to the light of a lava lamp.
No, it's all everything's lit itself. But I go, I'm getting undercover
throw it
lighting.
out. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
And I thought, that'll be nice because it's going to be for the
Oh, yeah,
studio.
yeah,
but I
yeah.
took it home
Mhm.
just to try it.
Mhm.
It's
I did have a
terrible.
lava lamp because I worked in a pub it was Allied. What was the company? Doesn't matter. But they had like a thing, tickets, raffle tickets.
Uh-huh.
When you bought a pint, you got raffle tickets. And there was like a mountain bike, there was skateboards,
Okay.
there was lava lamps. But obviously, we never let the fucking public win anything. We just won everything.
Oh, of course.
So I
of
won a
course.
lava lamp. And it was good for a wee while.
I've got a lava lamp in the studio. A lovely one. And it works beautifully. But this thing just looks
It
like...
undulates. It's
It
quite
looks
sexual.
like cum and snot at the same time in
Okay.
bath water.
Oh, lovely.
And it just... I don't know how I can describe this, but it moves at the speed of being disgusting.
Oh.
I didn't know there was such a speed until I looked at it. Even the cleaning lady looked at it and went, oh no, I can't.
No good. I would tend to throw that out.
I think it's going to disappear.
I would throw it out.
Otherwise-
yeah.
I
Don't
was-
put it down the drain.
And I was
That
really
would
grateful,
block
and I
your
was
drain.
I was thank you
But she's
very
been
much.
fucking wanting rid of it.
That's what I
And
said.
she's so lazy. Rather than put it in the bin,
And the
she's
bench
giving
gave it to me. I said, I sent her a video showing her it, and her and her partner laughing like fuck. And I went, oh, I know why you're laughing. Because she went in and said, I got fucking rid of it. The cursed lamp's
But you know
gone.
what's happened? They've been gifted it from somebody that didn't like them.
Like them.
and
it's
they're
just,
passing it on to you. And
So-
you should give it to somebody else.
I thought of giving it to you. But honestly, it was so ugly, I don't even want to look at
But
it.
give it down to the pirate. Just leave
Oh,
it
yeah.
as.
It's very thin and long.
He'll love that.
He will enjoy that.
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
He'll
there.
be
Let's
in
go
the-
on to the messages.
You'll give it to him, and half an hour later, he'll be standing in the queue in 9 Wells,
It's
getting it retrieved.
again. Let's get on to messages.
Okay.
Now, see if this works this time.
I hope so.
I will give you a little warning. I've got the wrong glasses on again, so everything's very difficult.
You could learn.
You know what?
It's
You
okay.
think?
No, you think.
Yeah. I try, but I came up here early
Mm-hmm.
and I thought
Oh,
I've
that's
got the wrong
unfortunate, 'cause I
glasses.
came here quite late.
You came? No, I was here at 9,
Oh, it's okay. You've
I'm
just
just
been
like-
sat here for an hour.
and I just couldn't be fucked walking downstairs again to get the glasses.
Get the lift.
I know, but I just could. I just sat and I just went, ugh.
Oh, God.
Which is the show's about. Anyway, Ian Rockcliffe. Morning, folkers. It was my birthday recently.
He's
Happy
been
birthday.
saying that, I noticed.
And as a birthday gift to myself, I was in having another tattoo for the collection. Nice.
Uh-huh.
It was interesting to hear that people are aware of how much BS is on the media and has become from, oh, this is so hard to read, from the other prowl in the studio. Sadly, this is, if that makes no sense, it's because anyway. Sadly, people just want to escape Scotland and UK now as someone's almost a full arm of Star Wars tattoos. I can't honestly say it's made for kids. However, it's a simple story with good wins out over evil in the end. Just hope it's true in real life. Have a great weekend, Al. Now, the thing is with Star Wars, we know how passionate people are about Star Wars, so we love to attack them. But I love Star Wars.
No, I can't stand it.
I love it. I'm not
I
going to say
liked it
anything.
as a
Not
child.
all the new stuff.
I got really excited
First 3
about
films.
it. But the new films are so bad,
They're
they've
so
spoiled the originals.
I just don't like. Yeah, they kind of have in a way.
They have.
But if you just ignore that and you go
You can't.
back, Return of the Jedi,
It's
the
like
one that
Star-
everyone hates. I love it.
I'm always thinking Star Wars is far better. Star Wars is weak. It's Star Trek that's better.
Oh, much better.
Much
of course
better.
it is.
Much better. And it's been spoiled as well.
It's ruined as well. I think
Because
it's
it's
done.
just some real shit people get involved in filmmaking.
I think it's just over for Star Trek.
Yeah. Young people don't care.
But a Star Wars Arum, that's great.
They just
I love it.
the thought that these fucking franchises will just get last forever.
Yeah, but
And it's like everything.
it was a generational thing. You
Yeah.
made it special.
like, you know, they're going to make another Thundercats movie.
oh, wonderful.
What's the point of that?
There's no point. Make something new.
They can't. No, but there's nothing new because that the medium of film's done.
I watched Longlegs last night,
It's all right.
and here's my confusion. Oz Perkins can make
You've
a
got
film,
long legs.
but it starts off beautifully.
Yeah.
I wish it was filmed in the square format. It was all like 8
Yeah.
mil. That would have been
Yeah.
really. But anyway, Micah Monroe.
Doing One the Monkey next.
That looks great. That looks so much fun.
Yeah.
But
She's
Micah
great.
Monroe, she's great. She's got that autistic.
She's
But
really-
anyway, I like her a lot.
she's a proper scream queen. The only thing it's working now, all film is done apart from horror.
And
And
horror's
horror's
always,
horror never goes away.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
So that's my favourite, horrors.
Okay.
So I'm watching this. Did it go too far with the psychic and the or did it not go far enough? I'm not sure
Is it
yet.
Satan? Oh yeah, I know. Watch
Should
it
it just went full
Watch
in?
it again.
I didn't like when in every scene you see Satan in the background and it just disappeared.
All the Satan. I like more Satan.
No, I like it.
I was
But it
watching.
just went bing and
remember,
disappeared.
Remember
and I was
Rod,
like,
Jane, and Freddie?
satanic. What are they?
Well, I was watching on
Satanists.
YouTube and Satan was in one of the scenes. It turns out Rod, Jane, and Freddie, it was all satanic ritual.
That doesn't surprise me one little
And
bit.
Freddie only died a few years ago.
Velour.
I mistook Freddie because it was Roger, Jane, and Rod,
Jane.
Roger, and Jane at one time.
Oh,
Because the original guy before Freddie
sacrificed.
they say he ended up he ended up
What?
in BBC's El Dorado,
Same thing.
which was essentially
Yeah.
a sacrifice.
Holy
She was
shit.
a wee Spanish girl that just had her going about in a horse. Palau?
I don't remember.
Do you not
that.
remember El
No.
Dorado? They sunk BBC taxpayers' money. They built
Oh, wait.
a village
They built
in
a
Spain.
village. And like 3 people watched it and
Well,
it
the
went
thing
off.
is, EastEnders, there's not really a part of London.
The guy that was in it, he was in one of my favourite
Marcus
programs
Tandy.
ever.
Marcus.
No, the bad guy.
Marcus, not
Was it?
Marcus.
I don't know.
The
Black
baddie
hair,
was
like-
Marcus Tandy.
He, when he was really young, now was it called Annika or something? And he
Right.
meets a girl from Sweden.
Oh.
And it was at the time, do you remember when they opened ferries from here to Sweden? And
before
it was,
Zeebrugge.
it was like before you had loads of people from the UK were meeting Americans.
Yeah.
It was all Swedish and,
Right.
and Norwegian people you would meet.
Okay.
And that was the first sort of ferries you would get.
Okay.
And it was about a relationship with that.
Oh, it's a good.
And it doesn't work out.
It's
And then he
Marcus
comes
Tandy.
back. It's fucking. You can get it on YouTube, I'm sure. It's
Okay.
2 parts.
Okay.
And it's fucking amazing.
Think
And
of
he's great in it.
Think of that Black Hawk helicopter taking out a passenger plane.
Just as you came in, I was
64
looking at
people. They're all like champion ice skaters.
it. What the fuck happened?
Russians.
There? That's
It had been going about night vision like fucking Blue Thunder and it just crashed into a
Terrible.
plane.
Terrible. Yeah.
It's 64 fucking
Oh,
that,
fuck's
yeah,
sake.
right into the Potomac. Pew. They're
Absolutely
dead. Everyone's
awful.
dead.
Yeah, absolutely awful.
The fuck's a military helicopter flying about over Washington for?
Well,
That-
there's lots of them over Washington.
They shouldn't be doing that shit.
But it's kind of, awful. Terrible tragedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Long Legs,
Yeah, it's good.
it's good. I love the slowness.
Yeah.
I love the bleakness.
He's so creepy.
I like the story. I
Yeah.
like the, but did it just
I know, I think it was
hate
mi-
the
it was
dolls?
missing a shade.
Yeah.
Have you seen Pig?
No, not yet.
You need to watch Pig.
That's good. Is he good in that?
He's not good in that. He's fucking effervescent.
He
He's
even
fucking-
said this.
he's a-
I
oh,
think it's his top film.
He's so
just
good.
loves it so
There's a
much.
scene in a restaurant. You're like, holy shit.
Really good.
He's when Nicolas Cage is on forum. You're not looking at anybody else.
And the thing
You
is,
could
I
have
hear
somebody with a big pair of knockers
a lot
running
about him
Mhm.
going, oh, he's in a lot of shit. But to make these extraordinary different films, you
But he
have to
had
take
debt.
on everything.
He had debt.
Yeah, but you still have to take
Yeah,
on everything
yeah.
to take a chance.
Yeah, but the
Because something that
reason-
looks terrible,
yeah, yeah.
like Pig on paper, you'd go, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, it's an indie film. It's an out house.
but you know what I
Yeah.
mean, though?
But you know what I mean. The real geezer teasers. It's always men on an island being hunted by a corporation for sport, and you know, all right, so that's a geezer teaser. But like, man has truffle pig stolen. It's not a geezer teaser. You know, it could be interesting.
Yeah.
It could be terrible,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, but he's wonderful. And I look forward to watching him as an old man acting.
Yeah, I think he'll bring something to it.
Yeah.
I think he'll grow into
Won't
it.
he? He'll be.
If he stops with the fucking hair dye, just stop with the hair
yeah,
dye.
just
It's
stop.
awful.
But in Pig, he's a fucking state of affairs. You should see him physically.
Really,
He's
yeah.
a wreck. He's just a fat, greasy wreck of a man.
Like that singer out of No Doubt picture you sent me the other
What
day.
do you think of that?
That's surgery. It catches up.
But she, how
Catches
how
up.
old is she? 55.
I
She
think
may be
older than that. Yeah.
I never rated No Doubt. I thought they were shit, utter shit.
Mm-hmm.
But she was cutesy.
But Rocksteady's a good album.
I've never listened to it. Just shit.
Yes. I'm
But
not a
just-
fan, but it's a
Just
good
her
album.
compulsion to just stay youthful. I'll tell you who still looks like the fucker she was married to from Shepherd's Bush. Seen the Nick of
Oh,
him?
yeah, yeah,
Gavin Rosdale.
yeah. I've never heard the Bush song.
Neither have I.
Isn't that weird? Now, I've
know,
said that, and other people say that.
I couldn't tell you.
There was, I think, big in America, but never heard
cracked
him.
it here.
Never heard
But
him.
he's a good-looking son of a bitch. But do you know who his daughter is?
Daisy Lowe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens.
Some of these celebs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the old singer out of, there was the Pop Stars, and I can't remember the girl. She went into Coronation Street. I think her daughter's older than her. It's weird.
Yeah.
Ratel Badger.
Okay.
Evening Fokers and Fokers followers.
It's morning.
Ricky Lakes Badger here with another interviewer's delight. Well, you know, it's true. Would you consider doing more interviewer style episodes? Some locals, Chronicle reviews, Dundee, apart from Fast Eddie. See, apart from he knows, and Susan. Surely there's others around with interesting takes on life as they see it. No,
there's not. There's a cunt to the View.
No, we're not having.
Are we ready? Are we ready?
Live? No, we're not doing that.
Are we live?
We're not doing that.
A football player?
We're not doing any of that.
What about Davy Dodds, Elephant
No.
Man?
No, we're not doing. Look,
what about a
with
local
interviews-
gangster guy?
No, because everyone does that. They go, let's get someone who stabs somebody.
Well, that's what
because
about-
that's interesting. No,
No, you
it's
don't fancy
fucking
that?
not.
What
No,
ab-
it's not.
What about Dundee's oldest man?
Getting someone at 43? No.
Yeah, man.
I'm not caring about that. No. I would like to do interviews in that because we don't do interviews, so it would just be annoying
Ur
someone
Willie?
for an hour. What, the 83-year-old?
85-year-old Ur Willie?
No, we're not doing that. Yes and
I'm
no.
hearing a lot of no from you.
Yeah, but we've
I'm
got Mark
expecting
Stern in,
yes.
and I like yes.
Starting was good.
I like
He's coming
Stern.
back.
And I like people like that, but to get just a local in for their point of view, this is an absurdist show, and I'm not going to make it that we work on being silly. When you get someone in like that who's really fucking annoying, no, we've got to get interesting people in, and
There's
we'll
nobody
do it.
interested.
From the land of the mythical 3-meter tall Moa and child snatching hokey eagle, don't forget wash your balls. That was an interesting end to that. But
They were big.
Interviewing people. We don't really interview people. We just come in and shout abuse at them. And so it's different. Are we a show for that? Is that what we've achieved? Because Khaled gets it. We're silly.
Yeah, we're silly.
And it's the absurdest thing.
We're not,
and then
we're
you'll
Dick,
say
we're not
something.
Dick Cavett, are we? I like Dick
No.
Cavett.
We say something real accidentally, and then you're meant to have an opinion on it. And it's like, no, that was a mistake. We're
It's
silly.
all mistakes.
All mistakes. Mark Phillips.
Okay.
What do you think of the $2 trillion Iron Dome that Trump says they
Never
will
happened.
build?
Never happened.
It would be good if it was just an actual Iron Dome.
Yeah, it's never going to happen. But that's for short range stuff.
Yeah.
Who's firing at them? Canada or Mexico?
Well, they're getting worried about Canada.
They've said, you'll get much better health care if you join America. It's fucking idiotic. I've
It's
told
just
you,
ridiculous.
I've got my Oreo cookies. I don't require America for the next 4 years.
Oh, well, we'll see how it goes. That should increase the price of eggs. Anyway, fuck off, Trump. Thanks for the recent TV movie reviews. I totally loved Mr. In Between, and now I'm watching The Amazing Expanse. What are you watching at the moment? Well, I watched the film last night, obviously. I watched Long Legs. But apart from that, I'm very YouTubing it at the moment.
Severance. I'm into the second series of
is it
Severance.
good? You're saying it's good.
It turns out Ben Stiller's actually talented.
What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking liar?
He's talented. He's a talented director of
shit.
television. Yeah. I mean, very talented.
Well, he had his arse removed, so it's probably taken some of the weight off, and now he can...
No, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And
well,
the
good
cast
for
in
him.
that is so good. They're so fucking good.
Oh, that's
John
excellent.
Turturro is I love John Turturro.
He is
Always
very
loved
good.
him.
Yeah.
And it's a subtle turn from him. You know, he's often quite Jesus. He big roles. This is a small and kind of it's wonderful.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'm really looking forward to it. I've banged through the
I'm
first
so
series.
YouTube though. Everyone's YouTubing me.
No, YouTube.
The occasional look. If you watch Anton Petrov, and I'm talking about space and everything, it's wonderful.
But YouTube,
It's interesting.
there's so much just AI gunk.
There is, but
It's
I don't
like
watch any
No,
of that.
but it catches you. I've EDC thinged out. Guys camp, stealth camp and shit. There's too much of that now. A lot of stuff about the Nazis. I do a lot of watch a lot of watch stuff.
Yeah,
I don't tend to. Yeah, but
camera stuff. I watch a lot. of.
Silo finished. Obviously, that was wonderful.
Was that good?
I'm
That's
needing a
good.
new show. I'm not.
It takes me a lot to watch a film, and last night I was in on my own, So I thought, I've got nothing to do. I've got no work. I've
And you
finished everything.
masturbated, so it's
No, I
2
don't-
minutes.
I don't
Two-
do
two-
any of
two-
that.
two
That's
minutes.
all gone.
Is that finished?
So I put on a film.
Yeah.
And what I did like about Long Legs,
Mhm.
it was short,
Yeah, it's not a long thing.
hour and 40 minutes, and
No.
it's a concise story.
Yeah.
And it goes, oh, and I didn't realise our boss at the FBI is Blair Underwood.
Oh.
And the last time I saw him was in LA Law, where he was young as fuck, but he's a good older actor now.
Mm.
And he had real, I don't know, presence. I
Yeah.
enjoyed him. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, I
that's
enjoyed
good.
that guy. Didn't even recognise him. Blair
Yeah.
Underwood, really
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Stuart M. Morning, folkers. Are there any public figures from your childhood who you really, can't see this, looked up to?
Kennedy Thompson.
Only
Literally
for
looked
them.
up to him.
I wouldn't. Only for them to badly disappoint you as adults. Kennedy Thompson.
Kennedy Thompson.
Oh, he was touchy
Yeah.
with the kiddies.
All of them. Russ Abbott, because he killed Colonel Tom.
Oh, Jesus God.
Kennedy
Noel
Thompson.
Edmonds murdered a man live on
Well,
TV.
well, he did, but then he came back. He said, I'll never go on TV again. Well, I'm waiting.
2 weeks later.
I'm waiting. Well, obviously, Tony Hart never let us down.
Oh, Tony,
never
that's
let
a
us
great.
down.
Tony Hart was a great one, but
A
who
gentleman.
let
Who
me
let
down?
us down? Well, fucking Jake the Peg with extra leg. He's probably the biggest letdown. But I met him in real life, and he's a cunt.
Well, there was. He used to tour, obviously, in the 60s and that, and he would come to Dundee a lot,
Right.
and people said they met him, and he was an absolute
Yeah, I met him.
vile,
Can who was
dirty,
even worse?
filthy cunt.
His wife. She was a cunt as well.
Oh, just awful. Yeah,
yeah, just
that's
awful.
weird. No, oh God, someone has really let me down.
But most people are childhood shit.
Fuck, Africa Bambata.
Oh, what did he do?
He likes children.
Oh, fuck. I've been listening to a thing, if you get a chance, it's a podcast called The Pitcairn Trials.
Oh,
Now,
I
I
saw
thought
a
the Falklands
documentary
were a
about
bunch of
years ago.
pedos.
Yeah,
We basically went to war for an island of pedophiles.
because wasn't it a new cop went to the area and just went, "What the fuck is
well,
going
no,
on
but
here?"
and everybody that went there, funnily enough, there was a teacher teaching there, wasn't from Pitcairn.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking everyone.
Oh,
all the kids.
Jesus Christ!
And then all the women were like that. Oh, you just can. A lassie was getting abused, and her mum and dad were like that. Will you stop being such a tart? She's like that. 12.
oh.
There was all rapey. They're all rapey cunts. It's a shame to say
They
it.
should find the island.
Well, do you know
plug,
how much it costs?
pull the plug and
You know how
sink
much? Well, they did a thing where
it. Sink it.
they were like they're all sex offenders.
Yeah.
There's like 34 people on the island. 30 of them are sex offenders. And if anybody says differently, you're either a sex offender or you knowingly allowed a sex offender to sex offend.
Got it.
So the whole thing was, oh no, but we can't put them to prison in New Zealand or Britain because they need to be there to run the ship. So if you take anyone off the island, the whole enterprise collapses.
The island's done. Put them in jail.
So they built
Done.
they built an island on the jail, but they needed them. So you're sitting in the jail.
An island on the jail. That's a hell of a work.
Yeah, but it was like they built a jail on the island,
I see what.
and yeah. So you'd be sat in this jail, which they spent a lot of money making it nice for them. Nicest building on the island.
Of course.
They lived on sharks, but if you went to prison, lovely.
Lovely.
And then so you'd be sat there in your jail, open door, and you'd have to go and do your job and shit. But there's a guy,
That's
Steve
ridiculous.
Christian, but he was the most powerful man on the island. Fucking gang raper. Terrible. And then a woman, so it's all been done and dusted. So they'd all served their sentences. It's all done. And then they're all people, the victims are kind of scattered about the place. They kind of got a bit of a kind of victory, and they got, at least these people are now convicted rapists. So if you look up Steve Christian's name on Wikipedia, it says mayor of Pitcairn and sex offender.
Oh,
so it's always
right.
on his-
Okay, that's something.
So this photographer was there for 3 months doing a project, photographing stuff, and she said she thought they'd be on their best behaviour because they would be trying to PR themselves, like look how wonderful
Yeah.
we all are. She said, when boats would come in, the tourists, everybody would smile and be wonderful. The minute, she described it as letting their bellies out, the minute the tourists left, they'd be back to normal. So she said she was there long enough to see the way, the dynamic. So she's in her room one night,
Oh God.
and a guy climbs in through a window naked. So this is recently, in 2017.
Jesus.
And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? So she didn't feel safe in that house. So she moved to a house with children in it. She
Yeah.
thought I'd be safe in this house because there's children. He fucking tried to come in her window again. And it says the pressure is, all the others were like that. This guy was single, hadn't had children. And they're basically like that, Tim. You need to get this woman as your wife to populate the island. And his solution was, well, I'll just climb through the window and rape her.
They're all wonky in the head.
They're all wonky in the head.
Fucking
Rape
hell.
is like part of the whole thing. But this will drive
Jesus Christ.
They go on about immigrants to this country, right?
Mhm.
And they say these immigrants are costing us a fortune. Pitcairn costs the British taxpayer £4 million a year. There's 36 people on the island. We pay £4 million a year.
I say we
for
put them
the-
in jail. Then everyone else say that the island's over.
It's
all
done.
done.
But it will, if it's 36
It's
of them.
a wildlife
Yeah.
area now. It's done. You're
yeah,
off.
Yeah. But they were going
You
to.
can't behave
this
yourself,
is how it works.
you fucks.
The last dum-dum government,
Jesus.
when they were looking for places to put people, in the Rwanda project,
Yeah.
they considered Pitcairn.
Oh, Jesus.
Became what
Christ.
Boris Johnson had said.
Right.
No, there's no runway and they're all pedophiles.
You know what? We always start wars.
That's the last of our empire.
I think we need a new war.
Yeah.
Pitcairn Island.
We had India. Britain had India at one
Mm-hmm.
time. We had Canada. We had Australia. All we've got now is the fucking Falklands.
Pedos.
And pedos and Pitcairn.
Pedos.
All our empire's just pedos.
Oh, my. Why?
The rump of the British Empire, the setting of the sun on this great empire is just a bunch
Pedos.
of inbred island paedophiles.
Ah, we knew that was coming.
Ken, but they look everywhere.
Have you been to Isle of Lewis? Same
Oh.
thing. Same thing.
Island life is not for me.
Jesus.
I like cities. And I'm starting to think Dundee's not quite big enough.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you keep... I can't...
Awkward. We're an awkward middle
You
child.
bump into people all the time. And I just think to myself, I will go into town today and get a coffee. And I fucking bump into somebody.
Yeah.
In
Someone
London,
always
you
knows your
never
mum.
bump into somebody.
Someone knows your mother.
No,
Someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kim, LA, what's left of it? You don't get
Stuart
bumped into
M
people.
continues.
Oh,
I loved Johnny Ball growing up. He gave me interest in
Oh.
science and mathematics. Same with me. It
you
stayed
really
with me.
did, yeah.
Which made it so disappointing when he turned out to be a bit of a crank and climate change denier. It's absolutely true. I hated-
David Bellamy was the same.
What? Oh,
David Bellamy and Johnny Ball. My teachers at school were jealous of them because they were good teachers.
they were
You would
great
always say to your
teachers.
teacher, I wish you were Johnny Ball. I'm
Yeah.
not. Ken, but yeah, Johnny Ball, he's still alive. He's a fucking great disappointment.
But as an
Bellamy
educator,
was the same.
I can still remember how sails on ships work
Yeah.
because of Johnny Ball.
Yep.
And he would show in such a way, and the energy, he was dying to tell
But you know
you.
who the goat
You
is?
believed him.
The greatest of them all. Wilf Lung.
Oh, well, yeah, wonderful.
Fucking sensational.
Wonderful.
If that cunt was your teacher.
Do you remember the Great Egg Race?
Oh,
and everything?
man.
And here's the thing: as children, we couldn't wait to get in to watch a
Middle-aged
program
men moving
about
an egg.
science,
Yeah.
about
He
engineering,
made it so
technology,
fu-
and
I've
you're
not
like,
watched
"Oh,
it
this
for
is amazing!"
years. I wonder what it's like to watch.
Amazing.
Is it still good?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Wilf
I've never
Lung.
seen it in a long
Ken
time.
who turns out is a vile cunt.
Oh,
You remember the thing we got? Well, not a Gaz Top did a thing with this bald guy.
Oh, I don't know.
It was a science show.
How?
How?
Yeah.
Ken
How
him,
to.
the specs. Ghastly.
No.
And his daughter's ghastly.
Oh,
Ghastly
no,
people.
really?
Yeah, really disappointing. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
But
Stuart
Tony
continues.
Hart never let us
He
down.
never. But we're not talking about who didn't let us down. We're talking about who did let us
did?
down. He continues. Somewhere. I fucking hated Jimmy Savile and Rolf Harris. Everyone did when it was a
No,
Wayne.
no, I didn't dislike Rolf Harris. That's not
I
true.
did.
When I was a kid, I never... because he did his drawing stuff. I was charmed by it.
Right. I didn't get that.
He wasn't as good as Tony Hart.
But I have to
Tony
say, I was
Hart-
all in with Johnny Ball.
Yeah, you're
All
all
in.
in. Okay.
All in.
At least Johnny Ball, but he has fucking produced that Zoe Ball cunt.
Oh, God.
Hey, mini pops.
Oh,
She's almost as bad as Joe Wiley.
oh
Came when
God.
they used
both,
Zoe.
both missing charisma.
Came when they
What you
used
need
Joe
for radio.
Wiley for. See if they want to constructively dismiss somebody from a radio station,
Mm-hmm.
and the person's got a decent contract,
Yeah.
and they can't get rid of them. They make them partner up with fucking Joe Wiley, and they're
They're
gone in
gone.
2 days.
Understood.
Their stinking feet.
Oh, she
Remember
got bad
used to-
feet.
Well, she always had bare feet. Remember,
Oh.
she'd interview people for Glastonbury, and she'd hook up her hooves, and she'd bare feet.
Oh, that's awful.
She's a disgusting cunt.
Oh, that's not good. Hold on. When I was away, it was up. Johnny Ball was up there with Tony Hart
But he's
for that
experiments
and
were great.
producing Zoe Ball. He blew it. Just he agrees with you.
Yeah.
Tony Hart would Tony Hart would take a kukri to him if he was still around. That's
Yeah.
absolutely true. Anyway, enjoy the brief intermission
Tony
between
Hart was so
podcasts.
good.
That's this weekend. Cheers, dude. I appreciate
I'd
it.
have loved to have met Tony Hart. I think he'd have been fucking
I
charming.
think he was a lovely, interesting guy who
Quiet.
actually cared about art
and have you seen
and children.
people going about
it was
that?
very
People
important.
going about that Bob Ross charlatan.
Right.
Bob Ross
I
is
agree.
shit.
I agree.
Watch Tony Hart doing a pastel and just chill out. Have a fucking Lafroig and watch him do a pastel. It's
It's
beautiful.
wonderful. And the music's
And
beautiful.
he introduced Aardman animation, and you had Mr.
That's right.
Bennett. Mr. Bennett
That's
was
right.
on it as well.
But who I based my original character on
Mr.
a bit.
Bennett.
Yes. Now here's the next thing. When he was doing it, and the music went to the gallery, it was a Deer Hunter.
It was
Just on a very bleak but thoughtful. And it was all about getting kids to think about art,
yeah.
to engage with art, not just
And
draw
he
and
did,
colour in.
no, but he did stuff you could do.
But
you
no
could
matter
cop-
yeah,
you could copy it and go, oh fuck.
And you've done it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Loved him.
Whereas
Very
Rolf
important.
Harris always put himself into stuff.
Mhm.
That Rolf Theroux fucking thing.
Oh God. not
Imagine being sexually abused by a centaur. Rolf Harris.
an Australian
kangaroo,
centre
fucking
bouncing towards you
reaching into his slimy fucking pocket to bring
with
it.
big biceps like that,
And you couldn't run away from it.
with his fucking wobble board.
You're running down Reform Street and it's coming
He'll
after you.
catch you.
I was at the work and there's a sign out the front and it behaves like a
Whoa,
wobble
whoa,
board.
whoa.
And I
Sounds
wobble
great,
it quite
doesn't
a lot.
it?
And everybody fucking looks. It
Goes
puts
for
panic
miles.
in
Yeah,
people's
it's a
eyes.
scary sound. They're
And
thinking
his
there's
didgeridoo.
a kangaroo Harris coming down the road.
Didgeridoo.
You fucking
Dirty
so
bastard.
sure. We'll get it in the last 15 minutes.
That's okay.
There's been changes in my life,
Uh-huh.
and
For the good or for the bad?
Oh, no.
No.
I thought for the bad. And it's really made me down for the last year because I can't surf, I can't cycle, I can't do all that.
Yeah.
But I thought, I'm not looking at this as the opportunity that it is.
Oh.
I can change.
The memoirs?
I can do anything.
Yeah.
I can do things within my capabilities now so I can have the new...
It's
I remember
it's a new stage.
one of our followers,
Mhm.
I won't say who, I watched them take up guitar
Oh, and become
he's-
good.
and he become better and better
Oh.
and good. And he's at the most exciting part where you just can't stop.
Oh.
Well, I could do this again and I could find things.
I could make him stop.
So,
Break his fingers.
I was talking about
Uh-huh.
streaming.
Uh-huh.
So I might stream
Doing what?
playing a game
Okay.
and stream so
Yeah,
people
yeah.
just not for money
You
for
don't-
people to watch. Just to,
You're a bit lacking in the tit front, aren't you?
this is where I can make up for it.
Uh-huh.
When I get into a
With-
game, I get very, very invested.
Oh.
I believe it. I even have, now this is not a joke, I should have brought it in, but I even have my own, when I'm an operator, I have my own balaclava that I wear when I'm playing games. Now, it is pink, but if you were in the SAS and liked the show tune, that's what you would wear. And when I pull it down, I wear it,
what makes you think it like special forces aren't just gay? Where's the straight element of it?
No.
The company of other men.
No.
lot of facial
It's not
hair.
about whether they're gay or not. It's they don't
Campus
get to wear.
Christmas.
Yeah, but they don't get to wear a pink
They always
balaclava.
say
I do.
a ballerina is fitter than an SAS soldier.
I absolutely believe
Yeah.
that. So I wear my balaclava.
Okay.
Right. So I put it up like a World War II commando.
Right.
And I'm playing a game. And when like I'm on Ghost Recon,
Yeah.
I move into a mission.
Mm-hmm.
So I send my guys out
Yeah.
to start sniping and taking the guards out.
Uh-huh.
It comes down slowly. Right? And I play it like that. And if you think I'm lying, I was saying this just to Susan and Suzanne the other day. And I phoned my girlfriend and they asked her what does he wear when he's playing like these games? And she went, oh, he's pink balaclava. And they fucking burst out laughing.
Do you ever
It's-
wash the balaclava?
All the time.
Okay,
I'll tell you why. Because it gets a bit loose. So
Uh-huh.
when it goes on, it grips
No, you have
against
to
you.
have it tight.
And you're like, and it's weird because you've got to be...
It's
you
a
put your
sex-
tongue out.
It's a sex thing, isn't it?
Right? No, I feel like I'm an operator. I put the light off. And I've got my headphones on and the rain's coming
'Cause-
down. And I crawl up to it and I get a shot and then organise all the other
Do
shots
you get
as
your
well.
breathing right? Because you have to shoot between breaths.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I put my drone up and then I mark all the targets and it move, slot, move, slot them, move. And then when the mission's done, I roll it back up because I don't want to scare the locals.
Go for a shit.
It's wonderful. So I'm thinking, and here's another thing I do. I
Right,
was
so
actually,
hold on,
I
hold
was
on,
doing
hold
it there. What?
So, kind of people that have a mission in life, they think, God, I'm going to write the next great Scottish novel. I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to take up painting. I'm going to paint a
Yeah,
masterpiece.
yeah.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Your solution is to sit in your arse and play video games.
yeah.
That's going
So,
to be your legacy.
Yeah.
Well.
But it's not just that. I started doing it there.
You're
I get so invested.
You're getting animated about it.
But when I go up to, like, there's a base, right, and it's the local police, and I've got to get a helicopter out of there.
Okay.
So as I start getting closer, I start whispering. I go, right, and I can't talk. And then my girlfriend comes in and she asks me something. I go, yeah, just a cup of tea. I don't need a biscuit, thank you. And then I keep playing. And if she's speaking loud, I go, fucking don't. I'm fucking
Jesus
life and death.
Jesus
I'm so into it.
This. I don't grasp it.
I'm so into it.
I don't grasp it.
And then you get your helicopter and your guys jump on the side and they got the guns.
And
then
do you
you're
care
just
for
like-
your team?
Yeah.
If something
Yeah.
happens to them. do
If
you
someone
give-
gets shot, I have to run, get them, cover and fire, put smoke down, get them back up again. You all right, mate? Pat them on the
You put
head.
your-
Brrr.
you put a finger in their wound.
No, you just sort of do a thing like
Tourniquet.
this.
And,
Yeah, and
Wow.
then they're up again firing.
Okay.
They've had their legs blown off, but
Yeah,
as
that's
long as you just give them a wee rub, they're up again and
okay.
fine.
If only life was that simple.
It is. It's great.
Oh.
And I love Ghost Recon Wildlands so much.
Ah.
I've been through the whole game twice, and it's a big game.
Have you seen the Musk thing? He's just been faking playing games forever.
Which is unbelievable. There's no point to
And
that.
Ken Hughes just enabled him. Joe Rogan just believes everything.
But there's no
Joe
point to
Rogan's
it.
like that. He's the greatest player of Diablo ever. That means he's a genius. No, he's just a liar.
He's just a liar.
He just lies.
It's
You
incredible.
ken the guy that had that cult Nexium?
Yeah.
He said he'd the highest IQ in the world.
Yeah.
And no believed him.
He managed to fake something and put it into the Australian Guinness Book of Records
Yeah.
for 1 year.
Yeah.
And if you look at the Guinness Book of Records, and people have looked at them through
Yeah.
history, so much of it is bullshit.
Yeah.
So much of it is just made up. It's so funny.
So just Elon Musk is just, and the more I think it's a mistake on his part because the more he gets out there in the public, everyone knows him. My mum and dad know who
yeah,
he is.
yeah.
The more you realise he's an incapable cunt.
Yeah.
He's not done anything.
Nothing. It's wonderful.
He's what he's
The
done
world's
is he's
got money.
avoided tax.
And now he's the president. It's great.
To be fair, I think you'll get. Have you seen Kennedy's? Jesus Christ!
So anyway, right? Let's not get distracted. This
No.
is important.
Right.
So I could.
So you get a stream. Would you wear full camo and shit? Would you have like
No.
a uniform made?
Well, I'm half camo anyway.
John Travolta.
Don't wear anything bright
John
apart from my
Travolta
head.
flies planes,
Yeah.
but big planes.
Yeah, he does. He's a proper
But
pilot.
he's had a whole captain's uniform made by Gucci or something.
Yeah, okay.
He really cosplays. But he can park his jumbo jet
Mm-hmm.
on this runway he's got.
It goes into his
So I
house.
think you really need to get right into the weeds of it.
No, this is not. I wouldn't wear full combat,
No?
but I like my pink balaclava. It's the
Right.
feel of it, because I don't see it's pink. You just
Feel
pull it down.
The feel of it.
Yeah, it feels like you're an operator.
Have you got like a kind of night scope and shit you could
I've
wear?
got night vision.
Okay. What have you got night vision for?
I got it for
What do you do with that? What's
taking pictures of seals.
oh,
I don't know if it still works. It was years
I
ago.
bet you know it works.
I
just
don't
fine.
know. Well, actually, I don't think I do have it.
No.
I think I got rid of it.
Oh yeah, just as well.
Okay. Anyway,
You're one of the reasons I always close my curtains.
take pictures of seals. But
Ah,
anyway,
okay, seals.
Anyway.
You've never shown me a picture of these seals.
I've got thousands of them.
Thousands of them. That's
But you've
good.
never seen any of my pictures.
No, I've not.
I take pictures all the
I
time.
bet you do.
And I've got back into it.
I
Right,
saw some of
anyway.
your pictures of AXL bully jobbies you took.
What did you think? The
One-
angle?
oh, I thought it was one that-
I composed it really well.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, I've been encouraged by some of our listeners that I should stream.
Yeah.
And I have a streaming set up
Why not?
downstairs. And I could do it. So, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I'm
do
thinking
it.
about it and just get into this. Just an hour a week.
Yeah, that's all
Just
you
an
need.
hour a
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just play
yeah.
for a bit and just, see how it goes.
If
Anyway,
if you enjoy it, do it.
I'm getting back
There's
into
no
it. As
rules.
someone I
There's
just
no
mentioned
rules.
there. Getting back into daily photography.
Right, okay.
And I used to take pictures all the time, but then it just became work.
Right, okay.
And then when I was working as a photographer, I didn't even own a camera.
No.
You don't care.
Right, okay.
Right? People think it's this glamorous. Well, I'm a photographer. I have this relationship with shadow and light. And no, you had to
Oh.
take pictures and go home.
Right,
I
okay.
didn't care.
Well, fancy chefs, when they go home, they just have beans and toast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I didn't care. And the only thing I really do with the cameras now is filming. doing this, and
Yeah.
and then I've got obviously my work. I do all the product shots and
Yeah.
stuff, and I have got back into daily photography.
Oh.
I go out even for a 5-minute walk and just take pictures and and it's not for any other reason. It's not to get better at it.
No.
It's not to care about. It's just to enjoy
Yeah.
taking pictures.
Yeah, okay.
And there's a lot of cameras that I enjoy using, but some of the cameras I've owned a lot through the years,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them that didn't work quite right.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, it gives a look that is pleasing to my eye.
Right, okay.
And I went and rebought it.
Oh.
And I got the camera and lens for 60 quid.
Oh, it's not expensive.
2,000 shots it's taken.
Oh.
Right? It's like brand new
Right, okay.
because no one gives a shit about it.
Right.
So I've been going out and taking pictures with this and enjoying it.
Okay.
And it's just for fun. So I don't need to walk far.
Urban degradation, is that the theme?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mentioned that in the last podcast. I was taking pictures and it looked like it was from another century.
Because Chris Shadowns will be
But-
glad to know the Keeler Centre is coming down.
It's coming down
They've got permission. It's going to become student accommodation.
where the students aren't coming to Dundee anymore.
So there you go.
So now there's just student accommodation everywhere.
Which will
and
be
in Line
housing
Street.
agencies very soon.
They will all be that, very,
very
soon.
soon,
So
yeah.
I'm taking pictures and I'm
Okay,
enjoying it.
yeah.
So I'm getting back into something that I
Right.
used to really
Mhm,
enjoy,
Okay.
and I'm really enjoying
My
it again.
thing with photography now, I just don't know how any photographer makes any impact.
Oh yeah, just there's
You
too
can't.
many. You
There's
can't.
too many pictures.
I just
I don't know how you do it.
I know how you can make an impact as a photographer.
Right.
Right. You have to be all things, and what I mean by that is a lot of the big famous guitarists on YouTube now.
Right.
They do skits. They
Yeah.
review the thing,
You
but there's
need it.
always something about it. There's a
Okay.
personality. So there's more to than just playing music.
Right.
It's like there's some musicians that are doing fantastic on YouTube. They release their album and it'll sell
Nothing.
1,000
Okay,
copies,
Okay. Okay.
but people love watching them.
They'll for free, but they won't pay.
Yeah, so they have to diversify, or their Patreon's huge and
Yeah.
their advertising's big.
Okay.
So there is it's a new way of being a musician.
Okay.
So some of the now I'm talking musicians years ago when you were a musician and you got a signature guitar, a guitar made for you that went out to the world.
Okay.
You had to be the top in the world.
Right.
But now there's people who are not even signed to a record company. They're just really well known on YouTube.
Okay.
And they've all got their signature instruments and
Alright.
pedals and just everything.
Okay.
So it's a very different world now.
Okay.
So I think for a photographer, it's the same thing.
Okay.
You can make money from your photography, not a lot, but if you're on YouTube or
Yeah,
something
okay,
else and you're a whole show
Okay.
about photography, I think that could work.
It's a lot of effort, though.
It is, and this is just the nature of things.
It's a
'cause there's-
lot of
but
effort.
well, that's the problem. A lot of people like buying an expensive camera and go, "I'm a photographer."
Yeah.
I spent 4 years learning
Mm-hmm.
on in a job,
Right.
and you kind of don't get that because people just go, "I'm a photographer. I'm going to do the easiest photography, a wedding," and you're like, "That's the hardest, I can guarantee you."
Graffiti.
So graffiti, go and take pictures of graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's filled, it looks like you've created that.
I like bird watching, and you'll go to see Morton Lochs, a wonderful place for bird watching, and you'll go there, and it's always men, and
Yeah.
they've got these extremely expensive cameras with huge zoom lenses,
Yeah,
and
I've seen them.
they're photographing a blue tit.
Yeah.
They'll have put some peanuts on
What
a
you
log.
could get at your house.
You're like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
What I'm doing now is I like going down the street and you go, "There's nothing to shoot here," and you
Yeah.
go, "This is the place I have to take
A
pictures."
place, yeah.
If you find it difficult
Yeah.
to find something,
I took some pictures recently of the
Great.
Keeler Centre, and it's
Yeah.
so sinister. It's like a liminal space. It's like,
I might go down and do it.
do it. There's
Yeah.
nobody there. Just
Okay.
shuttered.
I'll advise you. There's another camera you can buy,
Right.
right? And I'll give you some technical advice. It's called a Camp Snap.
Ooh.
Now, it's an American family-run company that made this plastic camera for children.
Right. Oh, and is it really cool?
And what the plan was is when the kids go to camp, summer camp, they're not allowed technology.
Uh-huh.
So they would take a disposable camera. Expensive. They have 27 pictures. Half of them don't turn out.
Yeah.
So they built a little digital camera. No screen.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a plastic lens on it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I've got it. I'll show you. And you can put different filters in it one at a time. Black and white, colour,
Yeah.
Kodak, all different vintage
Yeah.
things. The memory card that comes with it gives you about 2,000 pictures,
Fuck, that's more than enough.
right? Each charge gives you about 500 pictures. It charges in 20 minutes. It's
Right,
so
okay,
quick.
okay.
There's no working parts, so you can't break it, really. Right? It looks retro and it's great. So I treated myself. I had money from like birthday money from 2 years ago still in an envelope.
Blue jobs.
So I went and bought one. And I've been taking pictures with it.
Good pictures.
Fucking amazing.
Old school looking.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
And it's so inspiring because you're not looking at
Yeah.
a screen with lots of fucking
Yeah.
functions in it.
Yeah.
You just do click, click, shoot from the hip, Lomo
nice,
style.
Nice. Who was
And
that Russian guy that used to
wonderful.
take pictures with a camera made out of toilet roll and shit? Have you seen
Oh,
that?
he was a psychic. And he'd go,
Yeah, but he took pictures of
Pictures.
like no, he made an actual camera out of cardboard,
I made a camera.
and he was taking pictures of people in the park and stuff. And you just they're incredible.
Right, here's the camera I've made.
Right,
Old Bellows camera.
right, okay.
You take the back off it,
Mhm.
get a bit of plastic, you sand it with the finest grit.
Yeah. Just gives a haze, does
Right,
it?
so you put that on it, and then you get a Fresnel lens,
Mhm.
same size, put that on it.
Mhm.
Then you create a box at the back, put your camera in it. If it's too close, you can get some extension tubes to make it a macro lens,
Right.
£20, put them on, and then you're shooting what's projected on this screen. If there's dirt and there's distortions
yeah.
and everything, and you're shooting through 101-year-old lens I've got,
Yeah. Ooh.
and I'm shooting through it, and there's scars and marks,
Yeah.
and there's flares that shouldn't be there, and it's fucking great fun.
Yeah.
My camera's this big, but
There's,
you take the most beautiful shots.
Some of the best photographs I've ever seen. There was daguerreotypes,
No, you're saying,
and there's pictures of like Abraham Lincoln. There's one,
on
the
glass plate.
the glass plate.
The glass plate, what makes the
The
contrast
photographs are incredible.
is so many layers.
Yeah.
Everything looks rounded and very 3D.
There's one with a crack in it, famous picture.
Yeah, and the edges look amazing.
I've never. I have.
I love it.
I got a job lot on eBay years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's old photographs,
Right,
and it's the Solomon Islands. I'll have to show you these pictures,
right.
and it's two women, and they've been photographed. They're islanders of the Solomon Islands. That's
Mhm.
magnificent looking people, and these must have been fucking British Empire fucking functionaries.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a little bit of that phrenology shit was going on.
Oh, right, okay.
But they've photographed these women, and they've got, you can see where they've had them in a thing, stand still, and they've got the thing for their
Yeah.
neck, and they've taken these photographs, and they bring it to you, the expression in these women, they don't quite know what's going on, and it's
Yeah.
the strangest, most beautiful pictures.
Yeah, I know.
And they were in a box job lot of just chai.
Mm-hmm.
And these two pictures, I keep meaning to get them.
Because I
framed.
love blurred pictures. I love
Yeah.
messy pictures.
Yeah.
I will get plastic.
Accidents,
If
man.
you find a nice bit of plastic, or
Yeah.
you get like cling film and
Yeah,
draw on
yeah,
it
yeah,
and
yeah.
shoot through it,
Yeah.
and you get all this. I love
Yeah.
because for me, I don't want to be stuck on photography or like I only shoot in raw. It has to be what comes out the camera. No,
Yeah.
mess with it. Create
Yeah,
art.
yeah.
Do something. I don't care.
That's a
I don't
problem
care.
with most Scottish photography. It's all got that purple haze on it.
I do.
And
I
it's
mainly
all-
shoot in black and white.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
Black and white, yeah.
Not because you know why? Because as a viewer, if you don't have all the information, you put a lot on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I take a picture in colour, people, when they interpret it, it's a very
Yeah.
narrow interpretation. When you do black and white, everyone comes out with a different story. And that's
It's-
much more interesting.
It's like,
See, I'm interested. I'm
Yeah,
finding a bit of
yeah.
passion again.
well, see the film The Shadow with Alec Baldwin. That was supposed to have been filmed in black and white, and there's a black and white version out there.
Oh, that would be nice.
And it just looks like a different film.
Yes. And the dagger in it is the same dagger
Yeah.
from The Golden Child.
It's like, the like the Mist, Frank Darabont thing. That was supposed to be in black and white.
Yeah.
In the black, and they,
Have you seen Mad Max
Mad
in
Max
black and white? It's great.
better.
It's
Better.
great.
Yeah.
It's great. Why? Because then suddenly,
Yeah. Makes it
You-
artsy though. It does. You can.
well, yeah, it can make it artsy, but as a viewer, you have to work harder.
yeah.
You have to work harder. Now, I love Hound of the Baskervilles,
Oh yeah.
right? Basil Rathbone, black and white,
Oof.
absolutely stunning sets and just great. And even starts off with just looking at a model and
Yeah.
everything. It's wonderful. I've seen a colorized version.
Oh.
it neuters it
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
because then I don't feel so
The
invested.
Jeremy Brett one's bad because he was ill at the time.
Oh, he was really, yeah.
And
he
it
was-
just,
yeah.
yeah.
But no, you need to invest in something.
Yeah.
And it asks more of you,
Yeah.
you know? It's like when you see
That's the
Nosferatu going up the
That's
stairs.
the only thing you
put in
have
colour.
as an individual. The only thing is your view of the world. That's the only thing unique to
Mhm.
you. That's
So,
it. Everything else.
okay, so I was taking
yeah,
pictures.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
And I was trying to be just take what I see.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend goes, there's very few people in your pictures. It's like there's no one
you
in
don't,
Dundee.
You don't like people.
But that's right. I don't
Yeah.
like people. So it's like the way I'm seeing it's like
Yeah.
I tune out people. And there's people everywhere, but all
Well,
my pictures,
Ian-
there's no one.
The writer Ian Rankin, during COVID, he would go for his walk and they weren't the great photographs,
Mm-hmm.
but they're just photographs of Edinburgh with nobody in it. And it's so bizarre. Again, during the
Yes.
day.
Yeah, that's exactly, I think,
So
what I've done.
strange,
I'll have to
yeah.
show you what it looks
Yeah,
like because it's a glorious
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But I'm feeling a bit more positive because
Yeah.
the last year, I was
Well,
like,
you know, you
fuck's
need,
sake.
you need a thing to keep your...
And all I could focus on is what I've lost.
Yeah, yeah.
I sold my bike.
Oh,
My surfboards are up there, and you know what? When it really got me thinking about this, I went up in the stairs in my mezzanine, and my surfboards are at eye level, and there's a layer of dust on them,
oh.
and that would never be.
There's
And I'm
often
like,
a layer of dust in you as
that's
well.
true.
so.
But I thought, listen, I've got to either move on. I've just got to fucking get my shit
You know
together
what
and
Pablo,
find things I'm
Pablo
enjoying.
Escobar's first money-making scheme?
What?
He would steal gravestones,
Oh.
sand off the names, and resell them.
Oh, now you're talking because I was up at the.
There's a lot of gravestones
I was up
there.
at Balgay recently,
A lot of
and
gravestones.
they're not looking after them like they used
No,
to. They're all
no.
on the ground. Wait, are they heavy?
Oh, they'll be...
I'm fucked.
They're fucked, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah. Enthusiasm.
well, I am genuinely feeling a bit
Well,
more enthused.
I
I
like-
just needed to be switching my
I
head.
like while the world burns,
Yeah,
you've found yourself something to keep yourself happy.
streaming in a
And
balaclava.
a balaclava.
I'm not joking. I should have. Honestly, I
Oh,
should have brought it.
God.
I love it.
It's like Shadowings is
Right.
just eating food. The ultimate comfort eat.
Do you notice how his show's improved? He's got his mic, the camera. It just
I
everything's
don't
the
watch
lighting's
him. I
good.
don't
No,
watch him.
everything's
I
improved.
don't
It's
watch
a
him
good
eat.
show.
I don't watch him eat.
Chris Shadowin's show.
Can you
Just
imagine?
watch it. But I
Like a snake eating a deer.
here's me going up to a checkpoint. I need to clear the checkpoint.
Okay.
Send two guys out
Mhm.
up on the hill. Aye,
Uh-huh.
they shoot down.
Do you give them names?
They've all got names.
Oh, they've got
they're
names.
They're all
You're
operators.
not allowed to give them names. They've got
They've got
pre-named.
names. They've all got names. Yeah.
Bit passive, isn't it? You,
Well,
you should
no,
be able to
I'm
choose the
not
name
allowed
of your
to-
team.
I don't choose their name. Did I choose your name?
Oh, but
You just no. You
It's
just
your fantasy thing. It's your environment.
yeah, but you're not in control
go-
of it.
oh,
in
you're
full,
not,
'cause,
okay,
so you
okay.
go in.
Okay.
Down, keep it down. Keep it down.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to work along. There's a drainage ditch. So I work along there. Right. And I'm
You're like
the
Andy,
guy that
you're
talks
like Andy
support.
McNabb, aren't you?
Yeah, but with a pink balaclava.
Okay.
So these two guys are support. The girl up there, she's a sniper. She's going to take.
Was
that
a
guy
woman
the
on your
back.
team?
Yeah.
Big tits?
No, not at all.
No tits.
Fucking dangerous.
Danger. She's the
Not
most...
fun to be around.
No, okay.
She's an awful person,
Okay.
and she's very killy.
Okay.
Right. And then I go
Uh-huh.
put the commands out, tell them what to do.
Uh-huh.
I put the drone around.
Uh-huh.
Check there's no one that I can't see.
Yeah.
Shit, there's someone out the back just come out the toilet. We need someone round there.
You'd shoot somebody just coming out from a shite.
Kill them all.
Would you?
I wouldn't care.
That's
Right.
no morals.
And then all silenced.
Ken, when you've had a poop, you
I-
have that slight feeling like you want to be by yourself. You didn't want to go for a shit and then go into a meeting because you just want some time.
He's
to-
not getting into a meeting.
No, you've just.
He comes
Oh, fuck's sake.
right and
That's the lowest
out
of the low.
And then you have to watch if they're radioing. Because if they're radioing or someone's talking, they'll then know they've been shot.
I
so you got to wait. They're
watched-
not on the radios.
I watched a 5-minute YouTube
Shh, keep it
video
down.
of like mercenaries in the Congo,
Mm-hmm. Oh
and it's just the most horrific thing.
no, don't.
It's just guys, British guys with a parrot like beating up. It's fucking awful.
Yeah, I don't want that.
It's just guys smoking a fucking machine gun in the jungle. like
No,
that.
no. In my game, you have to assume everyone I'm killing kind of had to come in.
Deserved it.
I kind of think of the version of Bolivia there as just a big Pitcairn Island.
Okay, they're all.
So they're kind of asking for.
You're asking for
You know what they
this.
should do if they feel about like violence is bad? Set one of these games on Pitcairn.
Okay.
You got to go around with a sniper rifle.
Just with a big Bowie knife.
And you just don't know why you.
You just sneak up behind
For all
Steve Christian.
it's your 8th birthday. We've got you Attack on Pitcairn. Because that would be you're fucking stabbing everyone.
Well, they say every place in Pitcairn Island, it's like the long drop. It's like Susie's Peril. It's all places where people have fallen to their death. And they're like
it's
that,
just straight
looking
in.
back, did they fall
Did
with
they
the
fall?
bush?
Exactly. Has any men fallen to their
No.
death? Nope, not one.
No, not one.
Fuck, you know what women are like.
And they say they don't like to lock their doors in Pitcairn.
Jesus
I'd fucking
Christ.
lock my doors and get an XL bully. Okay, what we
Crossbow.
should do?
What? Tour Pitcairn.
No.
No.
Just fly a helicopter over Pitcairn, dead of night. Drop in all Dundee's XL bullies
Holy
on parachutes.
shit, dude. This is why we need to be running things.
Fletcher Christian's
Those
in
dogs,
his house.
they'd pull their own ripcord.
His house is called, I think it's called Big Fence, because it's got a big fence.
Oh, damn.
And he just hears kind of noise of their toenails just running up the
No.
porch.
They're fucked.
Opens the
And they-
door
they
because they
have
never
no-
lock their doors. Ah!
Dogs straight in.
20 of them.
Oh, wonderful.
Just
That's
coming at them.
that's why we should be running
Because
things.
they never wear shoes, so the dogs.
What,
just
the dogs?
chew the dog.
No, the people on
the
Pitcairn. don't wear sh-
Pitcairners.
Oh, you dirty bastards.
Oh.
I only wear shoes. I wear these ones in the bath.
Scum.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
join us on Patreon for as low as $2.
that's
where you can see the full
inexpensive.
video version of this. And I'll just check
Most
one else's.
most cafes in
No.
Dundee are putting their prices up by 20%.
We're not.
We're not.
For years, this will
Yeah.
it won't change.
It'll never
I'm not going to
change.
put it
no,
up.
No, that's good.
I'm not going to
That's
put it
good.
up.
No,
It's
no,
just
don't,
going to stay
don't,
the same.
Don't. Never do. Never.
I think we might
never
add
change.
a bigger, because I'm talking to cameras. I'm trying to save up now
Oh,
and sell
for-
some things to get a new Fuji camera.
Oh, Fuji.
I can't afford it.
Fuji,
It's
Fuji.
350 quid.
Oof.
Instant camera. You
Uh-huh.
go, no, digital and instant.
Oh.
It's stunning. And it's got all the filters on it and it's aluminium and beautiful.
Oh,
so you don't
wonderful.
even need to put film in
No, I
it.
don't.
Or you could use it as a printer from any other
Oh,
camera.
it's wonderful, isn't it?
Or your phone. It's just the most beautiful thing. And I love all the retro stuff. I just love it. It's
That's
great.
because you're very retro.
I am. Ladies and gentlemen, until
Yeah.
next time, I'm positive.
You're pumped. I can smell it.
Well-
There's a new smell to you. It must be the smell of enthusiasm.
Do you notice a new smell? Because I got a new deodorant.
Yeah, there is a new smell.
I've opened it this morning.
It's strong.
It
I
was a
wouldn't know what it meant.
red can.
Yeah, it
I
smells.
usually get blue.
Yeah, it's a spicy number.
It's a red
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
That's,
red
I'm glad
can.
you noticed
Yeah,
that. Until next time, later.
Ta-da!
Oh, what are you doing?
I
You-
was belching.
oh, Jesus Christ. Later.
Ta-da!
thrills, the saviors of all culture, the heroes of the mighty Scotland, the smartest men in all the land, the best looking men in history. Call on for Derek Fingers from Scotland, the greatest podcast ever. In Scotland will change your life. Focus Scotland.